Hello. I wanted to talk to you today about the Sacrament of Reconciliation because when you come for rehearsal for your sacramental Mass, you will have the opportunity to go to reconciliation after the practice. And I know that for most of you, this will be your first opportunity for this sacrament. So I want to talk with you a little bit today about the purpose of the sacrament, what it's all about, and then also go through with you what that sacrament looks like and how you receive that sacrament. So I wanted to begin today by sharing a picture with you. Let's see if you can see it. This is a picture I scavenged from the old St. Thomas when they were moving buildings and nobody wanted it, and so it became mine. And I love this picture because when I look at this picture, my eyes are continually drawn to the face of Jesus, reaching out to me as the viewer. I believe this picture is based on the story in the Gospel of John where a sinful woman is brought to Jesus. She's been caught in the act of adultery. They actually caught her having sex with someone who was not her husband, and the people bring her to Jesus. And there she is in the moment of her greatest humiliation, in the moment where her sin has been caught out and is now exposed to the world. And they bring her to him, and they say, "What do we do with her?" The law of Moses says that we stone women like this. When we catch them in the act of adultery, we take them out and we throw rocks at them until they die. And what do you say? Because what they want is to have Jesus speak against the law of Moses so they can use that against him. And so Jesus stops and he bends down into the dirt and he's writing something in the dirt. The gospel doesn't tell us what specifically. And he thinks for a few minutes and he looks at the woman and then he says, "Let the person among you without sin cast the first stone." Well, you and I know every person in that crowd has sin. I have sin, you have sin, we all have sin. That is part of the human condition. And slowly, the judgmental crowd starts to move away. I want you to look at their faces. Pretty judgy. And yet they move away until it's only Jesus there with the woman. And he says to her, "Who's left?" And she says, "No one." And he says, "It's only me. And I say to you, go and sin no more." And to me, that's what the sacrament of reconciliation is about. Jesus, of course, is omniscient. God is omniscient. He knows our sins. He doesn't need us to come and tell him what our sins are. He already knows. But the sacrament of reconciliation is a sacrament of healing. So its purpose is to help heal the conflict that sin creates. Sin creates distance between us and God. Sin creates distance between us and other people. And when we go into the sacrament of reconciliation and we speak to the priest who is taking the place of Jesus in that sacrament, and we say out loud, "These are my sins, and these are the things I do not want to do anymore," or "These are the places where I want to be able to act in accordance with my love for God and that I've had trouble with in the past." And we hear those words of absolution or forgiveness for our weaknesses, for our sins. We're given the grace to go out into the world with a fresh slate and to start over and to try again. And the beauty of our Catholic faith is that we can go into that sacrament anytime, as often as we need to. And it helps to heal the weaknesses within us, heal the places that keep us from Christ, heal the places that keep us from healthy relationship with other people. And we're filled with the grace to go and try again. And that's what reconciliation is all about. So in the next video, I'm going to take you into our confessional space and talk to you about what that will be like.